We are at an hour right now, so that means that we have to talk about our E3 predictions. So give me two predictions. I'll start with me. Number one.
Yes, please.
Number one, I believe that PlayStation will come out with a bundle, not a slim and not a price reduction. They will announce 3 different bundles. One will be an exclusive title that's coming out this fall. So, not sure what that will be yet. I haven't really predicted that, but one's going to be exclusive title. One is going to be Lego fill in the blank, and then another one will be Little Big Planet, Last of Us, and Infamous Second Son. And essentially the old games, right? The old games. And that's what I predict. Xbox, on the other hand, will have a slim console.
Okay.
But it will not be that impressive, and it will still ship with a 500 gigabyte hard drive.
Okay.
No bundles. But they will officially drop the price to $350. Permanently.
Yeah, permanently. Okay.
That's my first prediction. That's my first prediction. You go now.
Okay. I had 2. I forgot one. I'll go with my first one.
Yep.
So this is a stretch. Okay, it's a big stretch.
I like stretches.
You follow me on this one. We already have a confirmed game release that we don't know is going to be officially announced at E3, but we can kind of assume second Mirror's Edge.
Right.
That's going to be a thing. If we look at the projected release date, which I believe is second quarter of next year, is projected for Mirror's Edge. What other fancy things are coming out second quarter next year? All the VR headsets.
That's a stretch.
It is. My stretch is that Mirror's Edge will be compatible with the likes of Oculus and Morpheus and stuff like that.
That's a good stretch.
That's
I kind of like that. I actually like that. Oh, God. Did you ever play the zombie game that came out this year? All I can think of is Dead Rising, and that's not the word. Dying Light. Did you play Dying Light this year?
Didn't play it, watched the Let's Play, so I know about it.
I would love to play that game with a VR headset. It would be a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah.
That game is, I gotta say, that game was a lot of fun this year. It was a really good game. My second prediction is that PlayStation will announce, this is a stretch and this is a hope goal for me.
Okay.
They will announce a new PlayStation Vita with a...
This is a big stretch. Okay.
Yes. It's the same Vita. It still plays video games, but it will be more... It will have double triggers in the back, which, if you guys look at the schematic, there's a schematic that came out that had, like, double triggers. It was not a double trigger. It was just talking about internal components inside of it. I'm saying that there will be one that has double triggers, and they will focus on it being a Wii U style thing where it truly has the extensions of it, and they will announce that everything is more accurate, everything is better, everything, it's improvement all around, and they will sell it for $250. And it will ship within 2 months.
Okay.
That's kind of specific. But
yeah, that's super specific and super stretchy.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I think. And the reason, and it's kind of what I want, though, right? Because if you look at Smart Glass, it's getting closer and closer and closer and closer to getting to what the Vita does. And as soon as PC comes out with Windows 10 and you can play your Xbox One games on your PC, game over. You know what I mean? Because I'm either here or I'm downstairs or I'm in the kids' playroom, and that's different, right? So that's what I'm saying. Game over. Sony needs to do something there. So your prediction, sir, your second one.
So this is a super vague prediction. Okay.
Okay.
Super vague, but I think we can pretty much count on it. I don't know what it's going to be. I don't want to be too stretchy, because the big stretch is pretty obvious.
Okay.
Once I tell you what my thing is, but this is a unique year for E3. E3 is adding a whole new press conference to it.
Right.
It's adding a PC event.
Correct.
They've never had a PC event before.
Correct.
They've got a large chunk of E3 is actually devoted to this whole PC event. And so I think it's pretty safe to say that that PC event is going to have something big in it. They're not going to show up with. I mean, the logical stretch is new Half-Life, but like I said, that's probably not going to be a thing. But it still could be. They hinted huge at Half-Life being announced at their previous conference that they had on their own. So who knows? Maybe they delayed it for an E3 announcement. That's not my stretch that I'm going with. I'm just saying my super vague stretch is that PC gamers are going to be excited when they leave that conference.
I think PC gamers should be very happy with the environment that Steam has kind of created here. I think that they should be very happy with what's going on. And man, I tell you what, it's a great time to, I don't know, it's a great time to be a PC gamer if you have a PC.
I've got a safe prediction that I'm super excited about.
I'm ready. Go for it.
New Mass Effect.
So, okay, let me elaborate on that. Will Mass Effect, the new Mass Effect, it's not Mass Effect 4, will new Mass Effect come out this year?
No.
If not, when will it come out? Next fall?
Oh, let me think. What other games are in production by them right now? Anything?
By BioWare?
Yeah. Anything big?
I mean, technically, there's a lot of different things that it could be, but nothing really.
Nothing like Inquisition's already. You know, there's not going to be another huge installment of Dragon Age soon.
Not that we know of yet.
But
let's look at it this way: they're working on one. They're working on one, but it's not next.
Yeah, that's really what I'm trying to figure out is what could take precedence over Mass Effect. I can't think of anything.
They're not handling anything Star Wars.
Oh, that was my other prediction. Thank you.
Hey, boy, taken.
Yeah, so I think that Mass Effect is going to be announced. I think we're going to see some real footage of it, not just some flyby planets. I think we're going to see some gameplay, and I think we're going to get a. I'd be surprised to see a holiday release. I would be not surprised to see Q2 next year.
I think it's a safe spot to put that game. Yeah. But we also need to remember they're pushing things back and back and back and back. We'll see how that goes. So, I don't know.
Do you hear my Star Wars one?
Yes, do it.
Okay. Battlefront. New Battlefront. Huge pushback from the gaming community after that was released. I don't know if you've seen all of the pushback that it got.
You're saying for the ADS?
The entire game.
How so?
So
you're saying because it has less planets, because it has less maps, less players, less everything.
Less everything. Yeah. It's a lie, is what it is.
I don't care.
I don't either.
Right.
Battlefront is. I remember that game being awesome, and I want it to be awesome again. So what I'm predicting is one of two things. One of the two will happen at E3. I think it's safe to go out on a limb and say that. One is going to be that they're going to fix some of the backlash some of the pushback. They're going to clarify some of the things. They're going to be like, this is not what we meant by this. This is actually in the game, like those kind of things. They're going to try and fix some of it. The other thing is that they're going to attempt to give you a reason to play it anyway. They're going to have a huge portion of their press conference is going to be devoted to it, and they're going to try and overcome the backlash with hype.
Do you want to know my prediction?
What you got?
It doesn't come out this year.
Why? Do you think because the game's not finished, or because they're going to change it?
I think because DICE isn't done with it yet. They're not ready. They're not going to have everything ready. It's just not ready. You know, it's been under wraps for so long. To have the game be under wraps for so long and never have anything leak about it, never had any sort of like, do you guys smell that? It smells like you know what I mean? Nothing tells me that it was not developed as soon as we thought, and has not been in development as long as we thought. Excuse me. And I think it's going to be pushed. And DICE or it will come out and it will be broken. It will be Battlefield 4. And it's because of
that's
pressure to get it out before Star Wars movie, before Episode 7. And that's a shame. A crying shame. So.
Grand Theft Auto 6, to pull something from the chat, I think is a ways away.
I said 5 years at least in the chat.
One thing that wouldn't surprise me is
Red Dead,
GTA 5 rehash. Something because it's become a huge modding community success.
Mm-hmm.
So it wouldn't surprise me if there was a GTA 5, 5-2 type of thing.
Sure.
So GTA 5, with a brand new, dress on kind of thing, if you will. Maybe with some of the more popular mods wrapped into it.
Sure.
Take some of those popular mods and put them on PS4.
I agree.
Kind of thing. But move them to console. Let console gamers get hack at some of those cooler ones that people are pretty pumped about and play a lot.
I think that they will put out some sort of single player DLC. You know how like Ballad of Gay Tony, stuff like that.
Yep.
That will be announced.
Yep, I agree with that. So, something with GTA 5 will be announced. I think.
That will probably be at a Sony press conference too. But they will. I don't think Rockstar is going to do anything else other than I firmly believe that they will probably do some sort of Red Dead style game. Bring that back.
I hate Red Dead Redemption.
You hated it, really?
Hated it, but that goes to the original is one of my favorite games of all time.
And so Red Dead Redemption was very different.
It was. They turned it into Grand Theft Auto.
Mm-hmm.
And so since I love the first game so much and the style that they did in that, it made me not want to play the second one.
It was just. Did you finish it?
The second one?
No, that's what I meant. The second one. Did you play it?
Not even. I played it. I couldn't get into it. I was so excited for it because of how much I loved the first one.
Right. Another game you showed me that I didn't know existed.
Yeah. And then when I played it, I was thoroughly disappointed. Not because it was a bad game. It's a good game, but because it wasn't what I wanted it to be.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I liked it a lot because the twist at the end was fun. And then I liked that the DLC ran with the twists, and it was fun.
Yeah.
So I liked that. I also liked the whole, there were crazy people in the game. It was very true to like Old West crazy weird stuff. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And so I got lost in the game, and I enjoyed it because of that. However, I don't know where they're going to go with it because spoiler alert, they killed their main character. Right. So where are we going to go? I don't know. But we're not going to see LA Noire. I just don't think we're going to see any of that. I don't think we're going to see any of that. So it's more Rockstar is throwing all of their weight. I loved LA Noire. It was what a good game that was. What a good idea. Someone suggested that Bully will come back, which I don't see why not.
I never played it.
It's fun. I've never beaten it, never gotten really deep into it, but in order to play it, dude, you got to go all the way back to PS2, I think now. No, they have a PS3 version. They do. I think they redid it for PS3. So you got to go all the way back.